Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And this article comes to you guys from Seeking Alpha. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So, just a quick disclaimer, I'm no stock expert, no financial expert. So, don't go and buy or sell any of your stock based on my opinion. So, T-Mobile clear buy amongst peers, AT&T and Verizon. So, that's been the case. They've been a clear buy when it comes to the shareholders and stock investment. And T-Mobile has done several things and made several moves that made them a clear buy. So we'll read off some of the summary here. T-Mobile has a faster customer acquisition rate than Verizon and AT&T. I mean, that has been the case for several years. The company has the potential to create a positive flywheel effect, building value from strong customer growth. So recently, we have seen, or over time, I should say, we've seen T-Mobile include and add in fees, release plans with higher price points, and all of that has an effect overall, especially as T-Mobile can continue to grow and have customer acquisition rates faster than AT&T and Verizon. So that's going to help them from a balance sheet. T-Mobile's top and bottom line growth expectations exceeds that of its industry peers. So again, like I said, the wireless industry doesn't end tomorrow. It doesn't end at the end of the year. T-Mobile continues to grow and execute, and they're exceeding expectations as it comes to the top and the bottom line. So that's very important. And then a potential macroeconomic tailwind is forming as the Federal Reserve is hinting at a cutting federal fund rates in the coming quarters. So the rest I'll leave for you guys to check out. There's a lot of information in this in this article. There are some arguments, but for me, it's T-Mobile is now getting into the period where they are this well-oiled machine. They continue to grow every quarter. The finances are getting better, and that's what the shareholders are looking for. You got to sell them. You got to sell shareholders that you can execute, that you can maintain. And that's something that T-Mobile has done. If we go back just a few years ago with AT&T and Verizon and their media ambitions, that convergence and bundling, it just didn't work. It didn't work out for them. So what ended up happening? Shareholders got sold on it, and then AT&T and Verizon had to end up getting rid of media because it just didn't work out. T-Mobile, in the midst of all that, they stayed true to the pure wireless play, and shareholders started shifting, and now T-Mobile is selling at a premium. T-Mobile never shied away. Well, they shied away one time, I guess, if you want to, if you want to bring up T-Vision, but they ended that very quickly. They got in and they got out. They saw what Verizon and AT&T were seeing for a long time, and they immediately got out. But for the most part, T-Mobile stayed true to the pure wireless play. Now, we got some rumblings of fiber, and I think that will be a much easier sell for shareholders. Like, hey, we're going to do fiber. We're going to do a bigger investment into that. But here's what we saw when we were running the analysis, and it's going to lead to huge CLV, huge return on investment. So the shareholders shouldn't have a problem with that. But T-Mobile won't surprise the street, so we will hear something eventually about the fiber venture and how much they're going to actually spend, and maybe we'll even get a small analyst day from them giving us details as to how are they going to be in fiber in year 2, year 3, year 4. So huge tailwinds at T-Mobile. They're still growing. They're still growing small market rural areas. I am told, by the way, just throwing this in there, next 18 to 24 months, T-Mobile's network is going to scale significantly bigger than ever before. So the coverage parity when it comes to geographic footprint, I mean, it should be relatively on par with the competition, or at least very close in the next 18 to 24 months. So yes, as T-Mobile continues on its journey to get to 20% share in small market rural, 20% on enterprise, as they try to get more consumers in the top 100 markets, they will have to continue to compete and fight. They're just not going to get these customers. The brand has to continue to execute, go to market, marketing. All those strategies have to be put in place for T-Mobile to continue to grow this year, next year, and the year after. And then eventually, as they get bigger on fiber, they got to grow there too. So that's another section, wireline, where they have to come together, do the go-to market, but they're going to feed off the brand. So I don't think they'll have too much of a struggle there, but they still have to come up with, likable pricing. They still have to do marketing for it. So regional or national, whatever they decide. So that's going to be very interesting to watch over the next several years. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.